All right. I think we're live now.
I think we are. Yeah, you just want to throw that graphic up on the screen, and then we'll probably just want to wait for everyone to kind of get into the stream here.
Yeah. Let's.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day.
Wonderful. Kaylin, can you just confirm that my screen is sharing the slideshow?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. So we're going to just take another minute here and wait and see if we can give some more people a little bit more time to join us before we start. But of course, this is recorded, and you'll be able to stick around after and view the recording. Even if you're ever late to one of these webinars, you can just stick around after and see what you missed.
Yeah, or if you got to jump into a meeting halfway through, then rest easy. It'll all be available if you want to check it out, see what we have on the table.
Make sure you tell everybody in your meeting about Shogun webinars so that they can join us next time. That way they won't book your meeting in the middle of ours. Cool. Okay, so we got another 30 seconds. Let's see before we kick things off.
Excellent. Sounds good.
I'm already seeing some great chatter in the chat. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, it's cool seeing everyone's locations. Chicago, some Fort Lauderdale.
Hopefully everybody has some nice weather.
Yeah, you said it was pretty warm over there. It's kind of an overcast day here on the island, but nothing too crazy.
Cool. Well, I'll start off now. So thank you and welcome, everyone. Welcome to Shogun Page Builder feature release number 2, webinar number 2. We're very excited to be continuing these webinars. And today we're going to be talking about our themed templates. And our hosts today, the people that will be talking about these awesome feature releases, are Kaylin Christ, who is a team lead on the support team, and myself, Alex Wikitsa. I'm part of the customer success team. There's our emails if you ever want to reach out to us and let us know how everything is. So this week, the format of our webinar and our presentation will be, I will be hosting a overview of what these themed templates are. I'm going to be going over a couple of them. And then after that, Kaylin will continue with a more in-depth how-to of the tech template. The tech templates. And so that's going to make a little bit more sense in a moment. And then afterwards, we're open to take some questions and to answer them. And I really encourage everybody during this entire presentation to just please go ahead and post your questions in the chat. There should be a format for you to be able to go ahead and mark that as a question. And then we have some people that will be trying to answer your questions as we go along. But we'll also try and get to them at the end of the presentation as well, at the end of the webinar. So what are themed templates? What's the benefit here over our previous templates? So the previous templates, absolutely beautiful. They look great. The theme templates take that to the next level where it provides a set of templates so that it gives you consistency in design and consistency in your user experience, right? So when somebody's on your website, they want to make sure that they know where all the buttons are and how they look and stuff like that. You're kind of conditioning people. So that consistency is really key. It also offers you like a cohesive and consistent brand experience for your customers as well. And this is absolutely powerful and useful when you're rebranding your company, you're rebranding your site, you're creating a new site. Let's say you're launching a new brand, and also as inspiration. So you can definitely use these and make them your own at the end of the day. And Kaylin's going to show you exactly how to do that. So the 3 types of themed templates that we have focus on a minimal design, on a beauty sort of design, perfect for the beauty industry, and a tech design, perfect for the tech industry. The different kinds of templates behind each of these themed templates. So with each theme, let's say like the minimal, the beauty, and the tech, you're able to build a home page, a blog page, a landing page, which could be anything that you want. So perfect for like an about us or a facts, a product page, and a collection page or category page, as you might know it, or catalog page, depending on your company. Okay, so we're not at the questions part yet. So now I'm going to just stop screen sharing for a moment and bounce into my demo environment to show you these different themes. Cool. So I've already built out a few pages here using our beauty theme, but the way that you would access these templates, you go to create a page, and reminder, the templates are available for your standard pages and your blog post pages. So we'll go ahead and select one of these. And instead of starting with a blank page, we wait for our templates to load up. Now, under the All Templates tab here, we're able to see that the first 5 templates are part of the minimal themed templates. And so you see that there's a unity in their design. And we've used, we've chosen some products to help show you that consistency in it. So to be able to select that, you simply click choose template, choose template, choose template for the one that you want to work with. The next 5 templates that you're seeing are part of the tech theme, right? And then the following 5 after that are part of the beauty theme. And then following that are the regular templates that we have already built. You can also access these through the different tabs that we have here. So you can access the minimal, the tech, and the beauty blog template by going to the blog tab and selecting the minimal blog template or the tech template, right? Or the beauty template, and so forth and so forth. You can do that for all these different types of pages that you want to build. So I'll give you an overview example here of the minimal, right? So minimal home. And you have the option to use your header and footer that comes with your actual theme of the platform that you're on, or not. And on certain platforms you have that option as well. So then we'll go ahead and create that page. And here we can take a look at the minimal template for the home page. And what you'll see is we've got nice big banner image and very clean text. Now, the key to all this is that this is all consistent across all of the different kinds of templates. And so the font is going to be consistent. The button styles are going to be consistent. The button sizes are going to be consistent. The spacing, right? All the margins, the padding, that's all going to be consistent. The types of imagery and the icons to be used, that's all going to be consistent. And you're seeing here how there's not a whole overwhelming amount of text. It's very big, beautiful, clean images. Everything is crisp. And so this is how you would expect like a minimalistic, minimal sort of theme to work. So we'll back out of this one quickly, and I will also demonstrate for you in a tad more detail the beauty theme. And so here we'll go to our beauty home. And again, notice that these are all like the collection pages, the product pages, the landing pages, the blog, the home. So I'll just showcase the home quickly to show you a kind of comparison between the minimal and the beauty. And here with beauty, you'll notice again, like we've got a wonderful promotional banner added for you. So you can add any kind of promotion that you want up there manually. It's a rich text editor element. We've got the beautiful big images here. You're able to add your own images simply by, going to the background image, changing it over. You could put whatever works for your brand. You could also change that into a video if you'd like, right? That's also an option. These are easily snippable so that you can reuse them if you wanted to have more of these columns on your actual homepage or any part of the different templates that you're using. They're all easily snippable through the breadcrumbs. You're able to select like the nested, the mother element, let's say. here in this case, we have it connected like a shop collection button. You can, of course, customize it to wherever you want it to lead. Further down, you see that we've created for you like a value proposition column so that you can add your company's values in there. Again, more collection links. And a little further down, we've got featured products that you're able to add. So we simply click on the product box. We can type in the kind of product that we want to add. For example, a lipstick. Here we could add a different kind of lipstick, right? These are our featured products. Lipstick 3. These are all fake products that I've created here. And then check this out, everybody. We've got a newsletter sign-up form, and it was built using our new forms element that we showcased last 2 weeks ago in our last webinar. And so this is highly customizable forms element. I mean, previously you never would have been able to build something quite like this. And look at how beautiful that looks. Very cool. So that's the beauty homepage and a little bit of a breakdown of all the cool different sections that are provided within it. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass it along to Kalen, and he will continue with the tech theme.
Right on. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for the introduction. I'm just going to bring my screen up here. Just make sure. Cool. I think I got that. Can you see that, Alex?
Perfect. It looks excellent.
Excellent. Perfect. Cool. So yeah, I'm just going to run you guys through the tech theme, and we're going to kind of go through how you can make that your own. Some of the things you might run into while you're setting that up, and some of those changes you can make. So we're just going to start by jumping right in here to the tech home. So I've just got that already imported, like Alex just demonstrated. And there you go. I'm just going to bring that up. So of course, we're going to start with this, and Alex is sort of going over the changes you can make. So we're just going to kind of do that in real time. So let's just say we wanted to change this this header image. We don't want to have this. This isn't actually one of our products. We want to change it up. Then we can do that. So I'm just going to go straight in here, click on this section, and then we can change up the image just as Alex was demonstrating. Remove that. Go to our media library. Maybe we have a banner that we had in mind before we even installed Shogun. So yeah, maybe we want to use this city skyline. Cool, we got that set up. We're already running into a couple of issues. This text doesn't really look like it's going to work too well here because it's kind of dark with the buildings. And maybe it's a little bit larger than we wanted it to be. So with this section here, we can just go in and change that. So maybe we want to have it be 400 pixels high. Well, that looks kind of good. We can play around to see if there's a better vertical position for the image because the image is larger than this because we have it on the cover setting. You can change this too if you wanted to, have the whole image contained, which of course doesn't look very good in this instance. We could customize it if we want to change the actual pixels, or we can set it to cover, which just kind of makes it nice and flush here, right? We can change the vertical position, the top, center, bottom. Center is probably going to look best here, the kind of skyline there, so we can keep that. Maybe we want to change this because, again, it doesn't look very good on that background. So we can go in here and we could either change just the background of this header text, or maybe we want to change it for all the elements because there's this sort of subtext that's hard to see. We just kind of want to have some consistency there to our branding. So we can just add a section in here to this column. Boom. We can add these elements into that section just nice and easily here by dragging and dropping. You'll see this little line pops up. Excellent. So now we have all of these elements into the section. You can see that just by how I'm clicking on the breadcrumbs down here in the bottom left. Just clicked on the heading text, went to the section, and we can see here that it's all sort of in this rectangle, right? Cool. So now I can go into the section and we can change that background color. And I'm just going to make it white, but we can see that doesn't really look too good. It's a little bit rough having that go from the picture straight into the white background. So maybe we want to make it a little bit more transparent. So we can sort of make that a nice little ghosty look. That's kind of nice. Maybe make this a bit of a gray instead of a hard white. Play around with that a little bit to get it where we want it. It's starting to look a little bit better. You can read things now. And I just don't really like how on the edges here it's really rough. Like the collection box, there's no amount of space around it. So we can change that too. We go into the section, go to our styles, go down to padding here. I can add 25 pixels to the top and bottom, 25 pixels to the right and left. Nice. Okay, so now we got a little bit of space around the sides here. Awesome. So I'm pretty happy with the banner. I'm going to move down. My store doesn't have free shipping. So we're going to change this up. I don't want to have the free shipping icon here. Maybe I have fast shipping on my store. So I'm going to change this to be fast shipping. Of course, you can change this to whatever you want it to be. It's just sort of an idea. But fast shipping, and instead of all domestic orders over $75 are free, I could do receive your. Whoops. We could change this to whatever font we want. Receive your order within 3 to 5 business days. If we wanted to customize this, make it white, etc., we can do that with all of these settings here if you want to change up all of that. And maybe I want to put in an icon here as well to just kind of keep it consistent with everything else. So I throw this in, and we can search for an icon. Maybe like an airplane would be good here to sort of represent the shipping. So yeah, we got the plane. Cool. Probably want to make that white so it's consistent with all the other icons. It's a little bit larger than we want it to be, so we can adjust that down. It's looking about the right size, maybe 50. Cool. And then another thing we can do here, we'll notice that depending on how much text we put in here or the changes we make, these sections might become unaligned, so misaligned. So we have a little bit of that going on here. What I can do to fix that is just go to the section, and we can just set like a default minimum height. So they're all going to be the same height. So let's just maybe make that 175. Well, it's a little bit larger now. We can do that to this next section. Awesome. And again to the last section. Cool. So now we have it all sort of aligned here. Nice and easy. Move on to the next section here. And we have, maybe some products or collections that you can showcase. So again, you could just go in here and change these images, go in the background image, change that by deleting it and putting in your own. Or we can just use this one, which I'm going to do, because maybe I have these wireless earbuds in my store. And I don't need to change up much. I could go to the Shop Now button, and as Alex was demonstrating, you can change that URL to wherever you want to go. So I could go into, my e-commerce platform, find that collection, and just paste that in here. Nice and easy. Cool. Now we'll go there. Do the same thing over here. Add your own image, put in the link. Move down to the next section here. We have a collection. Sort of the same thing. You can change up your image here. The only thing that you might want to do differently is perhaps you want to have like this whole section be clickable to go to that collection. So we can do that. If you click on this again section, make the whole section clickable, and link that to the collection. So now if any of this section is clicked, it'll go straight there. Or if you wanted to, just use this Shop Now button, you could also do that here, right? Oops. Move down to our featured products. And this is Alex was demonstrating over on the beauty template. We can add our products in here. So let me just choose products, and some black headphones. And these are just product boxes. So you're just going to make sure you're on this product box element. And maybe we'll add in some earbuds. Same ones from before. Let's see what other products we have. Headphones with red cord. Maybe a smartwatch. Cool. So we got those along there. Another thing that you might run into, if you have your product images for your collections or for your products in general all be kind of different sizes like this, then you get this sort of, product title, price, and add to cart button sort of, going zigging, zagging up and down. We can fix this too if we wanted to by just adding in some sections. So I'm going to go in here, throw a section. I'm just going to make sure it's in the product box. So I'm just dragging this down as far as it can go. Cool. I'm going to do this for each section. And you just want to make sure you're dragging it in just above the product image as far as it can go. And then we just want to make sure that this section is larger than the largest image. And then we're going to change that for each section and put those images in there. So I can just really quickly add some spacing here, maybe 400 pixels. Looks like that's going to be big enough, so we can just keep it at 400. I can move this product image in, this section as well. Change that to 400. Product image in, 400. Product image in, and same thing here. So we just created sections that all have the same amount of height. So now we have this nice and aligned down below. Right? And if you didn't want to have it so that the images are like different sizes, you just want to make sure that they're all the same size for your products. Move down, and we've got some customer reviews. So you can do this for testimonials if you wanted to. You could change that wording. You can add in your own reviews, own testimonials. If you have your own testimonials or reviews page where you have those kind of showcased, you can link this to there. We've got this trending right now section. You could add, images in here for your products if you wanted to. You could have maybe like, some images, link them to some of your social media, etc. If you wanted to change that out. Maybe you don't even want this, so you just quickly go in this section. And you're like, no, I don't need this. We just trash can that, remove it entirely, and then we go back down to our newsletter. And just while we're here, we could do something else. Maybe we like these featured products. We want to have this on more than one page. I'm just going to create this as a snippet. Say featured products. Cool. So now if we put this on another page while we're designing our theme, we can do that. Awesome. Cool. So I don't have a whole lot more time, so I'm going to go to the next page here. And I'll just demonstrate the blog next as well. So I've got tech collection, tech product, tech landing, we've got the tech blog. So I'm going to go in here. Awesome. So this is just, again, the default template for the blog. First thing we'll notice is that for this theme that I have with my e-commerce platform, it by default is actually creating the style into indent, right? So there's margins on the right and left side. So this isn't exactly how you would see it if you were on like a different theme. And also, it's just the default text, right? So we probably would either want to create our own blog post here, or you might already have some blog posts that you want to use with this theme. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's how you can kind of get into the structure if you already have a blog post that you want to utilize. Right. So first, what we're going to do is I'm just going to put the section on the page. I can just very easily move each of these sections in here. So I'm just going to each of these elements, go into the very top breadcrumb, and then moving these elements up and just making sure that I put it like that. And then we can check to make sure that worked. So now you'll see this section is covering all the elements. You go to the next one, and you'll sort of get an idea of what's going on here in a second. Well, let's make sure that worked. Nope. Great. So I'm just trying to make sure that that goes nested into the section. Now it's covering all of these. I can go to the next one, move this up. This section, move it up. Once again. And then finally for the newsletter. So now if I click on this, you'll see the whole section is being covered. It's all in this one element. I can just nicely go into the layout here and rename this. Call it full page. It's the layout, so now it's full page. And what's good about that is when I'm in these breadcrumbs now, I know which section is everything, right? So that's nice and easy. Again, I can do the same things before, just create a snippet, this full blog. Awesome. And then now I can use this for any blog that I import. I can just throw this on here, right? And then if I had some text already on that page, I can just move that text element right into here. Maybe remove this one. And then you'll have another text element that, just like this, that we could just like move up and put there. And you can kind of place them wherever you need to, or you could copy paste it if you already have some copy, just a copy over from a notepad, etc. Nice and easy. And then again, that problem we had where the margins are on the left and right, maybe we didn't want those. We can easily fix that. This dimensions right here, click on full width. Nice. Just changes it so there's no more margins on the left and right side. Awesome. So that's just sort of a quick rundown of some of the changes you might make to sort of make the templates your own. And yeah, So that's my segment here. I think we'll move on to the Q&A.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kaylin. That was really great. Cool. So we've got some questions that have been upvoted, and are okay. And we'll go right into the Q&A portion of it. Hi, everybody. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get to. And by the way, what I will do is screen share a collection tab as we do this, because somebody had asked for a collection, just so that you can see it while we're answering some questions. Okay, are we able to get the presentation slides sent to us afterwards? Excited to see these templates. Very cool question, Christine. Would love to send you, I don't know if we're sending a recording out, but I do know that you're able to just stick around after the webinar ends, and you're able to see a repeat of everything. And of course, all of these themed templates are available for everybody to use. So you're able to actually go in and check them out yourself and experiment and play around and create some test pages. Oh, wow. That actually answers the second question by Dylan. Dylan, you read my mind. Very cool. Yes, they are live today. Absolutely. You're able to go use them. Kaylin, you want to take the next question from Sarah?
Yeah, so can you change the styles on a global level across a theme, e.g. all buttons on tech themes, etc.? So yeah, we do have global styles, which we showed off a couple weeks ago in our last webinar. So if you wanted to go in and go into a specific element and change that and save that as a style, you can do that. You'd of course then need to just go to each element within that theme, or with each template within that theme, and change that. So you can then just go to the button, click on the button, and then go into that global styles function on the top right of your controls, and you'll see that there, and you can just update that. So yeah, you can definitely do that. You can also use that alongside snippets, right? So like you saw earlier when I had like that, for featured products, if you wanted to change specific, the global styles for that, as well as save as a snippet, so you can go use that in another page, then you can do that as well. So absolutely. We got another question here. I'll just move on to. So yeah, the next question: do you have the capability yet to allow hovering over the product images where the image changes upon the hover action? So we do have that option for image elements, right? You can have the hover over, and then the image can change. We don't currently have that option for product images. So you can do this very easily just by adding in like your own image, putting in an image there, and then using just a standard image element. And you can put that into the product box itself. It just wouldn't be the one that's like being copied directly from your e-commerce platform. So if you made changes to that image, in your e-commerce platform, you'd also have to change the image in your theme. But in either way, you'd have to do that, right? So yeah, you can definitely do that with just the image element rather than the product image element, if that makes sense. Do you want to take this next one, Alex? Sorry, I think I might have lost you. I think you're muted.
Okay, here we go. Thank you. I thought I'd unmuted myself. So the next question: is it possible to change fonts globally? That's a fantastic question. And we just recently released our global stylings. So fonts isn't included in that currently. That is a very great product recommendation. So thank you very much, whoever wrote that. I didn't see your name there. Okay, do you have a main blog homepage that will list all the blog page headers with links along with the capability of listing the amount of pages that we want to show on that main page? Great question, Wendy. And what that sounds to me like is a blog feed page. And so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry about that. But if you're asking about a blog feed page, currently we don't control the blog feed page. Whichever platform you're on typically controls that blog feed page, and they already do that automatically. And so it just lists all the different blog posts that you create. Now you can kind of build your own, but there's a few drawbacks to doing that. It adds a little bit of a more manual approach to it. Again, I'm going to take that as a great product recommendation because it is.
Yeah, that's something that's been on our product roadmap as well. We have a help article about that, and we're aware this is something people want, and we'd love to be able to provide that. So yeah, thank you again for that product recommendation. It's something we're definitely taking into consideration. Cool. Looks like we had a couple more here. We got a little bit of time, I guess. Is it possible to just add specific Shogun elements to my own homepage? I paid for a website template in the Shopify store, and I'm happy with the homepage I have. Would love to add customer review section to my own homepage. Thanks. Cool. Yeah. So it sounds like you're using like the sections from your e-commerce platform, and you're looking to use Shogun to sort of supplement that. No, we wouldn't be able to like just add elements into say a homepage that already has those different sections. This is possible though with other different pages. So for example, with a product page, if you import your product page, you can have like that product information just as it was in Shopify, your e-commerce platform. And then you can add elements above and below that. But for the actual homepage itself, where there's the sections, no, everything that you can do with like a sections, within your e-commerce platform, you can probably do with Shogun. We generally would have a lot more options to do that. So you could pretty easily recreate that. It just might take a little bit of time. But you could recreate that and then use those elements where you'd like. But as far as just importing that page and then throwing in elements on a specific part of it, no, we don't have that option. Cool. Do we maybe want to take one more? Or do you think that's a good time to call quits there?
Yeah, I can field one more that I saw. And somebody had asked if this was Nick. Great question, Nick, right from the comments. Can you upload custom icons? So currently we have our own library of 1,100 or just over 1,100 different icons that you're able to use. And if you're wanting to use your own custom icons, you're able to just use a image element instead if you'd like. And then you could use that would also work as a workaround on that. So I think that puts us over now by a couple of minutes, and I want to thank everybody for taking the time to come in and to ask these fantastic questions and to check out our themed templates. Thank you. And this is a sign that we should continue doing these webinars because people are getting some value out of it. So feel free to write in. Let us know what you think about the webinars. Let us know how you're using these features that we're releasing. We love more use cases. Remember to follow us here in the top. If you check at the top of your screen, there's a green follow button so that you get notified of our next webinar series. Kaylin, did you want to add anything?
No, yeah, just thanks for coming, everyone. It's always fun to do this, and yeah, we're excited to do more. So thanks everyone for coming, and you have yourself a great day.
This is a pretty dope community. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.